Hoogeloon has a history of being an agricultural village dating back over 800 years. Hoogeloon has about 2,200 inhabitants. Landmarks are the old bell tower and the church. The bell tower dates back to the 14th century. The present St. Pancratius Church was built in 1925. There are still a lot of farms in the area. In general, these are relatively small, family-run businesses. Since the 1900s, agricultural cooperatives have been founded in this area. Examples of these cooperatives are Friesland Campina, a dairy cooperative which processes milk collected from farms. AgriFirm, a cooperative producing feed for cattle, pigs and poultry. Agricultural cooperative De Kempen, which buys agricultural machinery in order to rent these out to its members. Furthermore, there is a cooperative that organizes replacement for farmers in case of illness or vacation. In line with these, a care-cooperative was started in Hoogeloon in 2005. The members decide, the board renders account. To attain the cooperative's goal, the care-cooperative offers the elderly the opportunity to have a meal together. Once a week, volunteers prepare a hot lunch. They try to use fresh produce as much as possible. Every week, there is a turnout of about 25 guests, indicating that this service is highly appreciated.
Goedemorgen.
Elderly who have a doctor's referral come to the day center. 3 days a week, they can take part in all kinds of activities, which are organized and guided by a professional. In addition to this professional, volunteers are present. The volunteers help out during one morning or one afternoon. Obviously, the presence of children is stimulating and helps to activate the elderly. Quite regularly, music is played. Golden oldies and sing-alongs are definite favorites. The care coordinator is present for consultation twice a week. Inhabitants of Hoogeloon are free to walk in and ask all kinds of questions concerning care, transport, adjustments to the house and so on. The coordinator also gives advice on healthy living, nutrition, exercise, just to mention a few. Furthermore, members of the cooperative can borrow some medical equipment. If a mobility scooter is being let, a volunteer will give advice and instructions on its proper usage and handling. Another service the care cooperative offers, providing care to the elderly in their home situation. By giving care at home, elderly people are able to stay in their own familiar surroundings longer. Because of regular, close contacts between the caregivers and the elderly, care demands are picked up early. Adequate intervention or help can be given at an early stage. 6 years ago, at its members' request, the board started to develop a new plan to build 2 care homes. One home especially designated to 7 people suffering from dementia, and the other home exclusively for 7 mentally retarded people. Together different, together strong. Right across from the church, the old community hall was broken down, and thus an open space was created, on which the council facilitated the building of the planned homes. To make things clear, the Care Cooperative Hoogeloon joins forces with care providers Lunetzorg and Eurozorg in providing care. Housing Corporation, De Zaligheden, the proprietor, builds the homes and lets them out. The build of these care homes started in February 2012. Mrs. van Beers from Hoogeloon, possibly one of the future occupants, unveils the construction board. Steadily, progress is being made. It is to be expected that by the end of 2012, the first occupants will move in. Students at the HAS, University of Applied Sciences in Den Bosch, have designed the courtyard garden. While planning these gardens, the students regularly consulted the elderly from Hoogeloon. More than 40 volunteers form a crucial pillar of the Care-cooperative Hoogeloon. The cooperative organizes a yearly trip. A good relationship with the volunteers is invaluable. Here we see last year's trip to Natuurtuin Het Loo in Bergheg. A volunteer guide tells about the bee hall and the kitchen garden. What could be a more enjoyable way to end an educational day than by sharing a delicious meal? Last September, the inhabitants of Hoogeloon were invited to a gathering to learn more about the homes and its future occupants. Information was also available for those considering becoming future employees or volunteers. An important objective of the Care-cooperative is active involvement of the entire village. We want to work together in offering care to the elderly living in Hoogeloon.
Dus we laten dat ook even zien, ook leuk voor de kinderen die meegekomen zijn.
The involvement and participation of family, friends and acquaintances is of utter importance. If each and everyone is willing to contribute, we can add another project to our Care-cooperative.